First, I'm gonna start with, I'm not a medical professional, I'm only a consultant for the company. What I do is share my personal journey. Nothing I share is to diagnose, treat, or replace advice from a healthcare provider. Always consult a doctor before you make any changes to your medical care. So, my name is Lillian Corville, most of you know me. I'm married to Butch. We have 3 adult children, 2 beautiful grandchildren. I'm a retired nurse, a wife, a mother, and a grandmother. And for over 26 years, I lived in chronic pain. I was living my life. We was enjoying camping and doing all kinds of things together with our kids and everything. And suddenly I fell sick. I was 30 years old after having my last child. I just started having issues with back pain, started having issues with abdominal pain, and had multiple surgeries, and it was a crazy whirlwind in the medical field for 26 years. I was physically, emotionally, and spiritually drained. I had chronic pain. The doctors gave me every drug under the sun. You can see here, I had a pain pump implanted that lasted me 5 years. And then I broke the catheter in my back. It tore apart, and I almost lost my life twice with that pain. And then they decided to put stimulators. So that was the next thing, and well, the wires kept breaking, and all kinds of things kept happening. And one day, my physician's assistant in the pain management office said, "Have you ever thought about natural supplements?" And I'm like, after 26 years of failed medicine, you're gonna introduce to me natural supplements. Ha, ha, ha. I laughed at her. I laughed at her in the face. And she said, "Well, there's nothing like trying." She was very sarcastic. And I was like, "Yeah, you know what? There is nothing like trying." So we started using some of these supplements. I started with Mind, Body, and Soul, Black Seed Oil. And within a week, my husband was working at someone's house, pouring a concrete slab. And one of our friends had died. And my other friend was singing for her funeral. And I said, "You mind if I join you?" And she says, "Yeah, sure." I ran upstairs to go sing, forgot my glasses, ran back downstairs, ran back upstairs, and went to sing for that funeral. And she said, "What's with you?" I said, "What do you mean?" She says, "You don't do this. Like, you can't go up and down those stairs that much. There's no way. What you doing?" And I told her, I said, I'm using some natural supplements. So I left the funeral, and I went to meet Butch at his friend's house. They were pouring a slab. And I said, "Y'all need some help?" And he says, "What's gotten into you?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I'm full of energy. I feel great. I don't have no pain. I'm good." And from there on, I started using less and less and less medicine. I was able to get off of 75 prescriptions within 6 months. It was a process. I used my doctor to, back my way off of it. And then I was, doing things that I just didn't believe I could do. Because for 26 years I was in that bed. I had gotten to a point when my husband came home one day and I asked him, "Could you load the gun and give it to me?" Because I was that cool. The pain was like excruciating. We couldn't go anywhere. We planned like, we're going to this party or whatever, and we kind of walk out the door and I'd say, "You can go." I can't. I just couldn't. I was in so much pain. But those things are all behind me. And thank God, I thank God for all of that. I used to see like 15 different specialists, and maybe see 3 doctors now, and not even really need them, because I can more or less take care of myself is what I think. I can use these supplements, but here's a before and after picture. down to 180 and have maintained it with using these supplements. Life has changed for me, and I'm happy. My husband's happy. No more co-pays and prescriptions, and not spending all of my life in a doctor's office. So now I get to spend time with you guys. Enjoy life. But anyway, so having done all of this, my PA says, well, there's a financial opportunity to this company where you're ordering these supplements. And I said, financial opportunity? She says, yeah. She says, you know, think about it. You're using all these things, and you're gonna go and share with people what you do. And that's basically all I do, is I share with other people, this is what I use, this is what I do, and, you know, would you like to change your life as well? So, I coach people. I don't write prescriptions for these things. I just coach people to get the products they need to get their health feeling better, and out of the doctor's office as well. So our company is a totally debt-free company. They don't owe anybody anything. There's two companies under one umbrella. Our formulator is Alexander Brighton, and our CEO, Paula Scarcella, and her husband, Ben. Ben had a history of having a problem with his heart. He had vascular